Hey guys, and welcome back to my third episode, my playthrough The Witcher 3 DLC, Blood and Wine. So we need to find Palmerin the Knight, and he's supposed to introduce us and get us a meeting with the Duchess so we can talk about this crazy beast that's running around killing people. So since he is one of her, I guess, right-hand man knights, he should be... I'm over here trying to tell a story about how this guy's a badass, and he's over here just telling a story to the children. Which, I mean, I guess is kind of cool since he's a good dude, but...
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
Oh, we interrupted the story.
Alright, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But Sir Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
What's up with this accent?
Tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
That
Master
took like a
Richard,
minute.
Is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
What kind of shit is this? Let me see. I could lie. I could be an asshole. Or I could fall in between. Let's do that.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back.
Where did they find these
A
voice
decent man
actors?
attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
These kids seem kind of like peasant kids, but they all seem to have fairly large
Her Knight and
vocabularies.
Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the
And
way.
what is this spectacle? Why do I feel like I'm going to get
Gladiators?
stuck fighting in whatever this
Close,
is?
but not quite. As you will soon see.
I think I hear it already. Great, a monster.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
That can just slide right off his tail. His tail tapers and gets skinnier. It's just going to slide right off. That's so dumb. Shouldn't torture like that. I mean, it doesn't seem like a sentient beast, and Geralt hasn't expressed pity towards things that aren't sentient in the past. But yeah, this is just stupid.
This is dangerous.
I'm the
Bells
only
on its
Witcher
tail
here.
aren't enough.
I saw the spectacle of this sort at the arena in Nundraith. There, a knight defeated a Shaelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shaelmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shaelmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd? Plain irresponsible.
Geralt just went in the dad mode. Well, who will face the Shaelmar? Clearly it's going to wind up being me, but let's see what unlucky bastard's going to try it first.
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Oh no. I already had to
Mentioned
save
he
him
promised
once.
His heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
At this rate, Garrett's going to steal his girl, damn. So we're going to have to kill
Let's
it.
go.
Oh, are we already walking in? Ah, shit, I need to re-enhance my armor and weapons because at some point between ending the last DLC and starting a new one, it got undone. Even though it's on here permanently because of the runes I have in one of my swords. So I guess I'm just going to have 20% less weapon damage and armor protection. I take it that's his girl. Left hand of the Duchess.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Taking bets now on whether this guy even makes it a minute in. Does this thing have eyes? If it does, it doesn't
Got a
look like you
bad
can
feeling
see.
about this.
Also, don't you need a silver sword to kill a beast? And I feel like normal people who fight beasts... Oh, great. The thing on his tail is gonna... Oh. All the bells are falling off. Also, this is a very, very large and aggressive roly-poly. It's not dead, you moron. Oh, no. Oh, no, he has no bells, so he can't hear it. This guy has clearly never watched Game of Thrones. Do not showboat until there's no longer a head. Yep.
We have to help him.
Well, I'm glad he's not going, no, for honor, you must let him get himself killed. So I'd much rather help the dude.
Gotta keep it down. Can't even tell where we are when it hears us.
Okay, so just be quiet and he won't know where we are. Who's talking? Is this that fucking announcer dude? What the hell? Dude, shut the hell up. Oh, this is where I wish I had upgraded beast oil, which I clearly do not have because I haven't managed to kill anything that gives me the enhanced beast oil despite having the recipe. Ah, shit. Up. Come on. Okay, I don't want to get cornered though. Up. Come on, I need to get my spin on it. Come on! I haven't hit the thing once! I'm using up all my stamina! Oh wow, I hit it twice out of all that. Literally used up all my stamina too. Oh no, this would be the perfect time. He was upside down, damn it. Oh, I fucked up by dodging around and not paying attention. At least he's bleeding. Are we rhyming now? Well, I'm glad Palmerin hasn't taken any damage yet, miraculously. Shit. My sword is literally not physically long enough to even go through this thing. Although I'm definitely going to try to chop off its head. Come on, let me dodge. Why was my life snuffed? And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed? You just said I was going to win a minute ago. And I've only been hit like once. And guess what? I can heal. Oh, perfect. This guy's fucked now. He's upside down. Ha. All I had to do was get him upside down. He was dead. I think it's still alive.
Defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
This seems kind of grotesque, even for Geralt, who kills things for a living.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Spare it? I mean, it's dangerous. I gotta kill it.
It's suffered enough.
The monster lies slain!
That was a really, really
done.
creepy like,
Praise be the
screech.
victors!
Did he just lay on the floor that entire fight and
The
somehow
lad
not
came
get
down
squished?
close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Vivian's
Smile
not
as
too
he
impressed
fixed
with
the
you
road.
right
Keep
now.
silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
Vivian what?
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly...
Uh-oh.
honored.
Oh,
See
that
to our young
look.
hero. Hop, hop, for we must make off with Geralt. We should
She
talk.
is done with him.
We had been long awaiting your arrival, had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Yeah.
Your
Not really,
Grace.
dude. You shouldn't have done that.
Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
He didn't.
What about the crowd?
He literally
Say the
hit it
Shaelmar had
once.
vaulted into
I
the
did
stands.
everything.
Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Right, this beast that's killing everybody. Got it.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival.
Okay, who's Damien?
Where could he be? Come, we must find him.
This is clearly a woman used to getting her way in literally every matter.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Okay, who is that?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no.
She knows
Ugh.
Dandelion?
Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon
They
him.
gave Dandelion a death
If we could
sentence?
turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
What did... Maybe he cheated on her. Uh-oh. That'd be very Dandelion-like. Well, I don't know how he
the
gets
very
any
man we
ladies.
would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
He has more scars than me, and I'm a witcher.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
He probably already knows,
Sorry
just
to
in
have
case.
to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
Huh.
No.
It's funny.
Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
Tied to it in
You
some
know
way?
this how?
Oh
Through
no.
careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Maybe the
Do
Bruxa
you
is a
mean
lesser
to
vampire and
insinuate
is following the orders
investigation
of a
thus
higher
far has been
vampire.
sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the
Uh-oh,
sort.
he's not happy.
We must
Clearly
listen
doesn't
to
like
him
us.
attentively.
All I did was try to help. Shit, he's already mad at me.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage.
Geralt shouldn't be
Also
left
like to
alone
hear
with
all
female
you know about
mages.
the previous victims. Take it,
No,
Sir de la Tour
sorceresses.
is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here.
That does not
I've
surprise
heard
me.
much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as
I
it
wouldn't
is.
say that.
Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien,
It's more I seek
we
out
settled
trouble
the matter of the
and
Witcher's
help
employ some
get
time
rid of it.
past.
Therefore, I'm always
Definitively.
around it.
Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay.
Oh, yes, please.
Are the legends true? Do witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
If I say yes, is she going to let me do that? And if I say yes, what am I going to get from saying that? Let's not lie, let's actually answer honestly, because I feel like she actually knows the answer anyway.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise? It's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus we've decided you shall receive
That's pretty true.
the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco.
That's
and
where all
the
the dead
sum of
people
coin.
are. You
You'll
just heard
doubtless
that.
Consider this adequate.
I just
Title to the
explained that all the
vineyard
dead
shall be
people are
given
there.
to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation
Was that an
better
insult
than
to
a
me?
grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Do we have to go through the stories of all the victims?
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
That's not very honorable of
How'd
him.
he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck.
Wait, on his hands and knees?
He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So
He
definitely a
died
monster.
suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So
So
the
it seems.
beast is sentient, which we already figured. Interesting.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark.
Shouldn't the knights take care of those nooks then to make them
Was
safe?
found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me, an amateur?
This
Not
guy is
hands,
really
but
touchy.
claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer.
What's a bed
Ramon
warmer?
Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Our
Someone
father?
went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous.
Clearly your father.
revenge
Is it
was the
Damien's
motive.
father too?
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Oh, so okay, both of the victims were knights. And both of them weren't very well liked. And when we were at the place by the river where we found the second corpse, people spoke of the fact that the knights were getting honors and everything when they didn't deserve them, and they were actually kind of sketchy and doing moderately illegal things, so this is definitely a trend here.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his
That's
body.
really funny.
Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the
Oh,
Empire.
okay, so this
Delacroix
thing's
loved
definitely...
coin, true, but had
Yep.
no patience for numismatics.
Knights are the target. Oh, Geralt's seeing a pattern.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
Ew.
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues.
5? There have been
And even
3
if the-
murders.
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
There's 2 more targets.
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Oh boy.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to
What lake?
espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Okay, this beast is so definitely sentient.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
It fits, dude.
Can't
Chill.
discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Oh no.
Milton mentioned something.
Milton's
Seemed
old.
excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why.
Maybe they're gonna
Hang
kill
on.
Milton.
Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To me something so
What?
obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Okay, that's 4. That's 4 knights on a team. But there's 5 virtues, meaning 5 deaths. Who's going to be the 5th? And also, we need to stop there from being a 4th, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
So does the beast know them?
Your Grace, we need to find Milton. Immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
Which I'm
We
sure
must
the
call off
beast
the
will
game
find.
at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace.
So if it's far away
Horses!
from your palace but
Ready
still in
our
your
horses!
lands, it's okay?
Your
Oh.
Grace!
Well, it looks like she just ripped out the seams and not the fabric itself, so that should be a pretty easy mend. Geralt, are you checking out her ass? The hell?
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Well, these two...
That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Now he doesn't have a horse or a deposit on his horse. Shit. Oh boy.
Your grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Witcher 3. I'm actually going to cut it off here and keep riding up to the gardens in the next episode. So subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one.